Sup everyone, XUW-YLOW82 80s here, and today racing at Le Mans for one of the daily races. So we are starting this race in P3, so quite a good qualifying lap is to manage to start here. And as the race gets underway, we're just going to save fuel immediately because this is a fuel saving race. So we are not going to worry too much about keeping up with the cars in front and just going to run our own pace. So I definitely want to have some fuel left at the end of the race so that we can push them, because it's quite easy to overtake on this Le Mans track. So I think it can be quite good to try and make a move late in the race. So we now can just follow the cars along. But we're not doing a very good job of that because we dropped down a little bit further than I expected. But I just want to make sure that we have enough fuel to make it to the end of the race. As you can see, the Belgian going for a move, and down to P4 we go. And also the Spaniard is closing in. So it looks like we're going to drop down to P5. But also it looks like we managed to close in towards the two cars in front, so that's quite hopeful. Yeah, I really want to try and win the race, of course. I'm here in the slipstream as well. So it's still looking good, despite dropping down 2 positions. Yeah, I'm quite optimistic. But yeah, it's still a long race, 5 laps, and just so much that can happen at Le Mans. I really had much fun with this race. Awesome cars to drive and also a very fun race with the fuel saving. You just don't know what the other cars are going to do. But it looks like we dropped down a little bit further. So I don't hope we are too confident at this point of the race, because we're just doing our own thing here. And we can already see the car who started in P4 is now already up to the lead. So you can see a car running white, it's the Italian Polka Mat. It looks like he has a penalty as well. So will we be able to capitalize on his penalty here? No, it looks like he's not throwing his penalty. So yeah, probably it is for the next lap then. So that's quite good for him that he could wait another lap, because if you have to do it the first lap, you lose some more positions than than the second lap, because the field is still quite bunched up. So that's good news for him. We're just doing our best to save fuel. And I feel like the cars in front are not running way too far. As we also have the Spaniard that is closing in behind us. So yeah, I really hope to push at the later stage of the race. So yeah, it's just better to save fuel and to do a pit stop, because the pit stop loss is quite a lot. I think it's around 30 seconds. So that's definitely not what you want to do. And you also don't need tires for this race, because these medium tires, they can last easily for 5 laps. And we can see the span behind us closing in. So will we drop down out of position? Looks like we drop down to P6. So let's now try to stay as close as possible. So that we gain some free top speed while also saving fuel. And that's just what you want at this point of the race. To just have as much as fuel, or as much as possible of fuel left for the end of the race. And we also have the Italian in our sights in P4, and remember that he still needs to serve his penalty, so yeah, we can still have an opportunity to gain a position here. But the spare doesn't run away too far from us, so yeah, that's good news. So we managed to stay behind him. I think we're just in a slipstream. As you can see, we're also pushing to try and stay there. And we're gaining on him, so yeah, that's very good news. But it looks like the Spaniard in front makes a mistake, goes wide and into the gravel. So up to P5 we go. And also the Italian has to serve his penalty here. So will he manage to overtake him here? Let's see. We get very close and we managed to overtake him, so up to P4. So it seems like the race is quite going our way. And also 3 Belgians in the top 4, so we're doing very well with the Belgian squad here. So let's hope at least one of us managed to win the race. But it seems like we still have a spare that is putting up a fight against the 3 drivers of our country. So that's still something to look out for. So I'm going to save fuel for... yeah, I'm going to save a lot of fuel for this lap. And then I hope to close the gap for the last 2 laps. Because we will have enough, enough fuel to just push all out for the last 2 laps. We also have the Italian behind us, so that's also something that we have to look out for. Yeah, I just want to try and stay in front of him. But we also don't want to fall into the trap of using up too much fuel, which is also easily happen because you can see a car behind you. You just want to push a little bit harder. But that you will regret at the end of the race, so yeah, it's just, yeah, we don't want to push too hard at this point of the race. But he seems to close in, because of the slipstream of course. And we can see he's very close, so yeah, I think he will choose to also save fuel behind us. Or at least I hope he does. Because if you want to make an overtake somewhere, this is a part you want to do. You can see the Belgian has spun around and into the wall he goes. And that brings us up to P3. So that's quite an unexpected turn of events here. Yeah, just see how tricky it is to race around here. Just a mistake so easily happened, and up to P3 for us. You just benefit so much from that, to just try and avoid to make mistakes. And we just managed to stay out of trouble in this race, and that helped us a lot, it seems like. But still 2 cars way into the distance, so yeah, it's still going to be a big question if we will manage to catch him or not. So I just hope at this point that they use up a little bit more fuel than they want at this point of the race, so that we can maybe try and catch them up later in the race. Still 2 more laps to go, so yeah, quite some time to go. So you can see the Spaniard and the Belgian into the pits. So that's not really what I expected, but very good news for us, because that will help us to get up to the lead. And the pit stop is so long that they will not come out in front. Definitely not, so we should be able to hang on to this position. As we can see, the Italian behind us is very close. So that's just the biggest threat to our race, to lose from the Italian, because he's very close. But we have very much fuel to spare, because we have about half a tank left, because we saved so much fuel into the first 3 laps. And that's just what I want to do, so that now we can push for the last 2 laps. And I really hope we can hang on, and that the Italian behind us has not saved as much fuel as we did. So now we can just go all out to the flag. As you can see, the gap has grown a little bit, despite him being in the our slipstream. So we're just going to go forward into the video a bit. And that's very good news, because that means that not much has happened, and we just managed to stay into the lead. Also, no fuel worries, but the Italian just stayed on our tail, but yeah, he didn't quite manage to close enough to try and make a move. So it looks like this is going to be our first win on Gran Turismo 7, on the online race at least, or the daily race I should say. So next goes to win a race in FIA. So a few more cars to go, and then we have officially won this race. As we hopefully don't make any mistakes here. As we slide around, so almost a mistake, but luckily we managed to survive. So yeah, the win it is. Very happy with that. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully see you next time. Bye.